So Anime Last Time just dropped an update, and it is a Demon Slayer X Devil May Cry game update. And into this video, I'm going to be getting the 2 units from Devil May Cry, which is Virgo and Dante. And not going to lie, I don't know their true name, but like Virgo and Dante is good enough. But like either way, this update was gas. But like anyways, enough yapping, let's now get started with the video. Alright, we're now back in Anime Last Time, and into this video, we'll be getting, I believe it's these 2 units. I think they're from Devil May Cry, I think. I don't really know. I believe that's another game in total. I've never played it, so who knows. But like anyways, enough yapping. To get these units, we need to do Legend Stage 3 and Legend Stage 2. Okay, that is not that bad, but like it's gonna take me like 30 days. Let's see the drop rates on them. Let me just go over here to Swordsmith Village, Act 2, and this, and it is a 1.5. Ain't no way. I don't think I can macro this. Guarantee not. So this will be very hard. So we need light, nature, and fire. Do I have light, nature, and fire I can use? So first we need to bring probably Luffy, because we need a slow, of course. Ichigo will be my light. We now need a nature, which will probably be Super Sisters right over here. And now fire. Do I have any good fire? Let me just go over here. I mean, we do have the 2 new units, which is Yorichi and also Tanjiro, but I don't think they're better than this guy right over here. Actually, I lied. His SP is a lot shorter, so I'm probably gonna use him. By probably, I mean guarantee. But yeah, let me just equip Yorichi, and probably after that, it will probably be my 2 farms. I don't think I can even use 2 farms. It might be too expensive. He costs $1 million. He costs 800,000 to max out. Super Sister costs like 80k, which is not that bad. And Ichigo costs, let me just find this, 800,000 also. So it's pretty expensive, but we should be fine. So let me just bring Gojo right over here. Where is he? I'm legally blind. Where is Gojo? So now we can see Gojo right over here, and then Idol, and we are now set. So Act 2, I want to see how much HP they have before I try to macro it. Okay, we are now back. Okay, we are now here, and as normal, this is a beautiful map. Truly beautiful. I still want to go forward. It's not letting me, but we should be fine. Let me just make sure we don't die. Ichigo, you got this, right? Yup, guarantee. I have effects on, which is not good. Let me just do this. Sell my Gojo and place all them down. And we should be set, I hope. And oh my god, my PC is dying. Yo, chill out. It is not that deep. Let me just turn all this off. And now I want to see how much HP the boss has. At the start they had like 17 million HP. So if math is mathing, the boss should have like 42 billion, I think. If that's the math, I don't know if it's true, but who knows. Let me just stick with it. Alright, after a little bit, we are now back. Now we should have the guy. His name is, I need to find out, Dante. Okay, Don right over here. I lied. Where is Dante? Or is it the other guy? I don't know his name also. Virgo. Do we have Virgo? I'm pretty sure I've gotten the unit, I think. Oh, right over here, Virgo. So to evolve him, we need the lightning devil necklace. To get this, we gotta do crafting. Okay, that should be very easy. I should have everything, I think. Don't really know. Oh, right over here, lightning. We now have the lightning devil necklace, and before I do this, we need to get him full SSS, of course, and that's like a requirement for these videos. And right over here, do this. Now how long will it take for me to get full S? He should only have 1 evolution, so we need at least a SS. Now game, give me something good to eat. Oh, yo, say less. Last one. Give me something good to eat. Come on now. And bro, from the 2 ALS videos alone, we have lost, I believe, 230 or 330. That is a lot. That might be way too much, but like who knows at this point. Let's now evolve Virgo into the lightning devil form, and let's now do this. And now we have to look at his cosmetic. It better be good. I don't know where he's from. I mean, he's from a game, and yo, this looks sick. I have like a Susanoo on, or basically, I don't know. So yeah, let's now spin on him. I don't really care what I get for him, since we don't have a lot. We only have 3,600. That's truly not a lot. So I'll take an Overlord after our glitch. Anything works at this point. So yeah, game, give me it without spending too much. I want to spend at least on 100. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And we get a avatar. Okay, say less. Now, I don't know how good he is. And oh my god, I lagged. But like, let me just pull out my showcase team. Let me just actually save this also. And let me pull out my showcase team right over here. Switch out Utah for Virgo. Equip and max him out to max level. Might as well. And we are not ready. I don't know how good he is. How much does he cost? He costs 800,000 damage. That's not that bad. And let's go over here to which map? Since he's water, probably Fire Force base. And let's not get started with the showcase. Okay, we are now here. And he costs $800,000, I think. My memory is pretty bad. But so far, he only costs 700. That is pretty good, but like his range is tragic. His end range is not that bad, but hopefully it does not take that long. But hopefully he's kind of cheap. I mean, he is 800,000, which is a lot, but we should be set. And yeah, let me just place him down right over here. And off spawn, he does 2.18 million damage with 40.6 range and a 3.73 SPA. He has a D class single jiggy, so I think he's like a hero. The more he kills, the stronger he is. Maybe, I don't know. But his passive is style meter. Every attack increases his meter by 5, cap of 100. For every style meter it reached, gain 5% more damage. At A, which he's at right now, increase range by 10%. Increase stun of duration, dimensional break. Don't know what that is. Block it stuns for 2 seconds. Once the style meter is max, drain 1 style meter per attack. Can't gain meter. However, he unlocked lightning devil trigger ability. And this is the ability right over here. Upon activation, enter trigger mode, and for the next 120 seconds, he gains 35% more range, 50% more crit damage, and every time this unit lands a crit, creates a clone with 100% of this unit's damage for 10 seconds. So is he like the other Galis, like Wukong, Wong Li or something like that? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. And his meter is currently going down. So yeah, let me just quickly finish all my bells, and I'll be back for his full showcase. Actually, might as well just do it right now. So I already said his damage, and in his sixth upgrade, he gets the ability called Lightning Dash Onslaught. This is the ability right over here, and I don't even have abilities on, of course. Let me just quickly do this. So this is the ability right over here. First ability, it is just a dash and attack. Upgrade 6. He's also a medium-sized circle AoE, which is pretty good. And I believe it's just the first attack. Never mind, I lied. He does a lot of effects. Let me just look at this again. And bro, they be cooking on effects this update. Truly. But like anyways, he now does 26.5 million damage with 32.1 range and a 2.53 SPA, which is very good. And in his 12th upgrade, he gets an ability called Dimensional Shatter. He gets an ability, and this is max. So with no skill trees and avatar, he does 107 million damage with 98.7 range and a 2.3 SPA. And he just got another ability called Dimensional Breaker. So upon activation, deal 100x damage to all units in range, and also stunning your enemies for 5 seconds. So if I pull out a calculator, 107 million damage times 500, it is 53.5 billion damage, which is not a lot. And let's not quickly just do this. Let me just turn this off. Let me just get the next thing real quick. Okay, we are now back. And to get Dante, we need to do the same thing, right? Act 3 of Swordsmith, okay. And I believe my macro broke a little. So it went to Act 3 a little, I think. I don't know. How far is it on Act 3? Right over here, Act 3. It is currently 4. That is not a lot, truly. And we can almost get another Virgo. We don't care about him. So short term, it broke at the wrong time. Once I have gotten the unit, it should have just switched into Act 3. But that's just yapping at this point. Let me just pull out my other team, which is this. And let's not get started. Let me just claim this first. A lot more rerolls, okay. Let me also quickly get my daily stuff. And yo, pearls say less. So what do I use it on? Honestly, I might use it on Yoriti or Tanjiro, since they were pretty good. But who knows at this point. But like anyways, let's not do legend stage. I still don't know if it's his brother, but I'm just gonna say this until I actually play the game or something. But like anyways, enough yapping. I'll be back when I have the unit. Okay, we now have Dante after this, I believe. Let me just make sure we actually do. Let me just do this. And he should be dead. We now have Dante. We now have Dante. Say less. Let's not go back. Okay, we are now back. Now let's gamble on him really quick. I believe he has one evolution like normal, so let me just pull out Dante. Oh, I already have two. What? So I was just unlucky or lucky, I don't know. But like Sailors, we have two Dantes. So let me just get the evolution item. Where is it? I believe it's the fire. Probably up. Now let's quickly get triple SSS. Dante. Let's this one might as well. And yo, double S. Okay, I'll take that. Now give me double SS and SSS. Okay. Now finally damage. Triple SSS or double S. I'll take both. Come on. And let's see how long it takes. And yo, that was not that bad. We used like 50, 75, something like that. I don't know. But like, let me just evolve him. Dante into Dante Fire Devil. Let's now do this. And let me see the cosmetic. Virgo's cosmetic was straight up gas. But like, it straight up lagged my PC, so I didn't use it. Let me just reactivate it. And this is the Virgo cosmetic. Let's see Dante's. It better be good. Let me just do this. And yo, I look sick. Godly. But like, anyways, let me now gamble. And as normal, I don't know if he's good, so I will accept Overlord or Avatar. Both works. And let's see how long it takes. As normal, I don't want to use over 100 to 250. Because like, that's just way too much. But let's see how long it takes. Okay, we got Overlord. Okay, not that bad. And I would roll it off, but like, game is game, it works. Let me just do this. Pull out my team, which is this, my showcase team. Take out Utah, do this, and let's not get started with the showcase. And how much does it cost? He costs 846,000. That's basically the same as Virgo, I believe, right? And nope, it's a little bit cheaper. He's a little bit cheaper. Okay, let's not go over here. And since he's fire, we need a grass unit or a nature map, which is probably Shibuya. And let's not get started with the showcase. Okay, we should have enough money now. Let me just put on all the effects. Let me just do this. And let's not get started with the showcase. So this is his first ability right over here. Let me just do this first. 1x. So right over here, he should pull out his first ability, I believe. And this is taking forever, bro. Pretty like, hurry up. And this is it right over here. It looks beautiful. Golly. Say less. Block all spawn, he does 591,000 damage, which is not a lot, with 25.3 range and a 3.2 SPA. Actually 3.77 SPA. Block yeah, in his 6th upgrade, he gets an ability called Quick Drive. He now does 16 million damage with 42.1 range and 5 seconds SP, which is not that bad. This is the ability right over here. Let him just use it really quick. And right over there, it looks pretty nice. It looks like some form of aura shockwave thingamajiggy. I don't know. I'm just yapping at this point. Black, yeah, in his 10th upgrade, he gets the ability called Four-Handed. I don't know what that means, but like, he now does 70 million damage with 70 range and a 6.45 SPA. So let me just do this, and this is ability. He's now a large size circle AoE, and yo, that looks pretty nice. I think let him just use the ability real quick, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. It's like warping through dimensions or making a dimension. I don't know, truly very nice. And once he's maxed out, he does 123 million damage with 80.7 range and a 5.77 SPA. He also get the ability Fire Trigger. Let me just max him out, and also a hot swap. So let me just first read his passives right over here. He only has one passive, Style Meter. It is basically the same thing as Virgo, so we should now, so his first ability is Fire Trigger. So Fire Trigger, upon activation, apply Despair effect to all enemies in his range and enter trigger mode for 120 seconds. He gains 25% more range, minus 15 less SPA, and 250% more crit damage. And every time an enemy enters his range, they are slowed by 10% and take 15% more DOT, which is not that bad. But like, currently Virgo's still better than him just because of the 500x damage. And let me just see his other ability, Hotspot. So upon activation, gain 5 Style Meter, and he swaps weapons in order. His first gun, Double Gun. He does 70% less damage with 65% less SPA and 10% less range. However, he gains Cripple and Bleed, which is very nice. It's not that bad. And then after that, he switches to the Spado Sword or Spada, I don't know. But like, he loses 30% damage. He gains 25% more range and also gain Mutilation, which is not that bad either. And then finally, Devil Sword. Actually, I lied. And then after that, it is Devil Sword. So he loses 15% damage, gains 10% range, and also gain Burn. So a lot of different effects, and he currently have Blaze effect and Harmage effect active. Okay, and then finally Repel. Or is it Rebel? I think it's Rebel. I don't know. But like, anyways, he loses 55% damage and decrease 30% SPA. He gains 15% range and also 50% base crit. So honestly, he is pretty mid. It does not recommend getting him, but like, game is game. But like, now, does he have ability? First ability, Fire Trigger. There's no animation. Okay, what about hotspot? There's no animation either. And a lot of different effects. Let me just do this really quick. And now let's quickly wait for the 60 seconds to be over. And it is now over. Now let's do the full showcase. Let me just place down him again and do Bulma buff. Actually, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for his classic Majiki to get full. I'm gonna wait for his classic Majiki to get full. So it's a better showcase, of course. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, he should now be triple SSS class. Let me just do this. Now let's get started. So let me just activate power buff, Oshi, and Noble Phantasm. Let me just do this real quick. And now he does 203 million damage with 149 range and a 6.79 SPA, which is not that good at all, but like he is decent, I guess. Not really. So in total, make sure to get Virgo, since Dante is very bad. I mean, he's not that bad, but like in my eyes, he's pretty bad. But like, anyways, thank you for watching. If you guys want to see another video like this, and oh, I just made a big blunder. I kind of forgot to level him up, so let me just do that really quick. Big blunder on me, my bad, but he should be a lot better. So maybe he might be better than Virgo, maybe, I don't know. The level matters a lot, so let me just max him out. And he now does 1.4 million damage off spawn. That is very good now. So he might be better than Dante, like I said. But like, let me just quickly get all this, and also let me just, and yeah, let's now redo the showcase really quick. Okay, at tab number 2, let me just do this, and let me just slowly max out Dante really quick. So off spawn, he does 1.6 million damage, okay, and upgrade 6, he does 53.9 million, okay, not that bad. And at upgrade 10, he does 127 million damage. That is pretty good. 248 million damage. That is pretty good. And then finally at max, he does 403 million damage. Actually, with the buff, he does almost 500 million damage. Oh my god. So honestly, he is pretty good, but still weaker than Virgo. Not even a question. But like, yeah, let me just quickly get my bells and all the effects ready, and I'll be back when the time comes, which is in like 3 minutes. Okay, all the buffs is already, so let me just quickly go 1x and power, idle, and then finally normal phantasm. So Dante now does 824 million damage with 145 range and a 6.79 SPA, which is, so to be honest, he is pretty good. And also he does not have any straight up, and also he does not have any skill tree, so he should be dealing like a billion damage, not even a question. But like, still, if I had to choose, I'll straight up get Virgo, since Dante is pretty good, but he's not good enough against Virgo since his nuke is broken. Since his nuke does 500x his current damage, which is pretty good. But like, honestly, I wouldn't even get them two at all, since the nuke is straight up in his range only. But however, they are not bad support, so I'm just yapping at this point. But like, anyways, thank you for watching. If you guys want to see another video like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.